How is it going, guys? Malagant here. So, I'm not going to be jumping into the bandwagon of, other creators or like the posts on like Reddit, Twitter saying like the patch is going to be pretty underwhelming and like, what is Blizzard thinking, etc. One thing that I'll mention though that I didn't like about it is the fact that there are undocumented changes in the patch. There are lots of fixes from like graphical changes to like monster interactions to like nerfs and buffs to the certain skills which can go actually above and beyond as far as I can guess at this point. In the upcoming 2 days before the season launch, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of community members that are going to be changing and telling you which skills are like much better than before and which ones are like drastically nerfed. And trust me when I say it, there are definitely undocumented changes, such as like quite a bit of quality of life as well, which is very surprising. This is also the reason why I'm making this video right over here. The reset dungeons button is back. This is insane. Like, I was wondering why it is not even in the game before this patch, because in beta it existed. While we were beta testing, stress testing, it was there. Before this patch, from the launch until this patch, it was not there. It just doesn't make any sense. And the patch notes don't have this. Why doesn't it have it? This is not something that is good to hide. It's even, such a good change. It's very good. So there are lots of undocumented changes, and in my opinion this is really bad. Personally, I would actually prefer Blizzard to just, if there is going to be any undocumented change when it comes to like a buff, nerf, or like quality of life implementation, or like maybe some interaction change, anything at all, if there's going to be any undocumented thing, honestly, like, I would rather have them like not type anything at all in the patch notes and say just like maybe a blog post saying, this is our direction with our new patch. We have, I don't know, from just this patch talking like randomly, we have like made it so that like the affixes on the items are going to be, offering less defenses but more offenses. Because we would like, our late game to be yada yada. You get what I'm trying to say. Like, I would rather have them make a blog post if they would like to hide some stuff. If not, if they're going to be patch notes like this, it needs to be detailed for an ARPG player. It needs to be not only detailed, but also it needs to cover everything. And at the same time, it needs to say, instead of using stupid words such as like drastically, significantly, higher than before, etc. Like, it needs to give numbers. We need to understand what it is now and what it was before in examples. And they have done this in some of their, patch notes. They have definitely done it, giving like experience, especially about the experience subject. They have given like very good examples. But then you see that like, in the upcoming days, you're going to be reading like how one of the new skills, or like, one of the skills of a class is now performing so much better than before. You will be reading and watching videos about this, and that's just because like undocumented changes again, which really doesn't really sit right with me whatsoever. So that's like my biggest criticism right over here that needs to change in my opinion. But apart from that, there's some like good stuff in the game as well, and I'm looking forward to finding them out. So peace out, guys. Take care.